This is just going to be a bonus clip, guys. This is at part 35, so this is going to be 35, like, A, or some nonsense like that. But you're going to see as you get further on in episodes, or maybe I've already aired 38 or whatever it's in. I'm not really paying attention to my schedule at the moment. Um, I addressed something, and for the most part, I've been ignoring it. So this is just going to be a bonus episode. I'll just throw it in some random day. But, so this character here, I actually don't even remember what I named him. Greed. On Greed here, we just defeated the Chaos Witch Quelaag. So when you come up from her, here's what this gentleman will say, which I believe I've discussed. If not, here it is again anyways.
Did you ring the second bell? That is incredible, I must say. But now we have a new problem. It's noisy, it snores, and its breath is lethal. This is no laughing matter, I tell you. Damn, that stench. And I was really beginning to like it here. Maybe it's time I do something about it.
And that is the last dialogue that this crestfallen warrior, who we actually match, as you can see, that is the last dialogue he offers. But now what he's talking about is that ugly thing. Oh, I hate you so much. I hate everything about you, and I want to kill you. But because this is going to be a bonus episode, and I don't feel like waiting for so long, this gives you some more in-depth to what's going on.
Ah, hello. Was it you who rang the bell of awakening? I am the primordial serpent, King Sika Framt, close friend of the great Lord Gwyn, chosen undead, who has rung the bell of awakening. I wish to elucidate your fate. Do you seek such enlightenment? Very well. Then I am pleased to share. Chosen undead, your fate is to succeed the great Lord Gwyn, so that you may link the fire, cast away the dark, and undo the curse of the undead. To this end, you must visit Anor Londo and acquire the Lord Vessel.
Ugh, I hate you so much.
I am pleased to see you well. Is it something urgent?
So here I like this feature in the game. I don't like the fact that it's through him. This game doesn't really have a sell item function. However, what you can do, you can remove certain items that you do have, and you can feed it to him for souls. Where this becomes most useful is things like coins actually do sell for a lot, and that's actually their only purpose in the game. So if you want a decent amount of souls, and this is like strictly like first playthrough from my understanding, you can sell them those. Same thing with like humanities or twin humanities. Eventually there's a great area for farming. This character I'm personally not going to use for much, so I am going to do things like, sell this Soul of Quelaag. The big thing is that the first two souls you get in the game, and I actually don't remember if I've used them on my other character or not, but Soul of the Lost Undead and Large Soul of the Lost Undead are respectively worth 200 souls apiece and 400 apiece. If you come here and sell them to him, you can actually get 2,000 rather than just 1,600, so that's, 400 souls. But this is where the bigger cash-in is that you get an extra 300 souls per. So instead of getting 2,700, you get 4,500. Pretty big difference. And I actually skipped a heck of a lot on this character. This character is kind of just rushing around collecting things. So that's why that's there. Everything else doesn't sell for too well. Dung pies do sell decently. Oh, wow, pardon me. Do sell somewhat decently. So if you're like me and you're somebody who doesn't use them, yes, sell them. throwing knives I always find myself with an abundance of, and I hate them in my inventory. You can give him, rocks. I would never encourage doing this. Maybe if you had 99 and you just kept farming them nonstop, or if you were farming an area for something else. No, not even then. I can't imagine doing that. Same thing. Most items are worth garbage to him. There are a few select ones, such as demon tails. The gargoyle's tail axe is not one of them, but like the drake sword, I believe, sells for 5,000. The tail from the gaping dragon, I forget what that's called, like the great king axe or something like that. I don't actually own it on this character. I've completely skipped that section of the game. But anything that you're looking to get rid of, if you're trying to do some inventory management and you don't want to see certain things, repeats of certain things. What's nice too is that this goes through your bottomless box as well, which I don't believe this character has a bottomless box. But you can remove things quite quickly this way of armor sets that you may not ever wear. You can just ditch them. Same thing, rings. As you can see, Havel's ring sells for 1,000. Everything else doesn't. But if you're like me and you're like, I'm never going to use the blue Tearstone ring ever, you can just ditch it straight up.
Farewell, chosen undead. I remain here and await thee.
And I actually forgot another huge thing that you can do.
I am pleased to see you well. Is it something urgent?
Something you do, and this is a little confusing, you can feed him chunks of certain rocks. Now, there's an advantage and disadvantage to this. A chunk is a very valuable thing in this game. The only thing above a chunk is a slab. So, in terms of hierarchy, you have slabs, which are the most rare. You have chunks, which can be somewhat easily farmed. There's two different farming areas, and two or three farming areas. I will show them off as I think about it. I'm not the best for farming, though, so I kind of go by whatever's easiest for me or what makes sense. So you would have slabs, then chunks, then large shards, and then you would just have shards. Now, this is advantageous that if you have a buttload of chunks, or if you found a great way to farm chunks, you can come here and feed it to him, and then if you feed him a Titanite chunk in this case, which I'm not going to be using on this character, the Titanite chunk shattered, becoming large Titanite shards.
Farewell, chosen undead. I remain here and await thee.
I hate you so much. But what that will do is each chunk is apparently worth 3 large Titanite shards. And then I think it's the same thing descending, is that each large shard will become 3 Titanite shards. So if for any reason you needed large and not chunks, this would be a cute, clever way for you to break things down. I don't think he says anything else, but
those who seek the realm of lords must brave Sen's fortress, a deadly house of traps. Many have gone before you, but none have returned. Fate has chosen you, but proceed with caution. Those who seek the
alright, that's all I can stomach of him. Oh, I hate you so much. Oh, I feel so dirty. No. Oh, this was also convenient, and this is going to be something I'm going to be stumbling across later. I didn't even think that this was going to happen. What the? Stop that. Stop chasing me. Jeez.
Oh, you again? Me? I've become separated from my lady. I've scoured near and far, but no sight of her. Where could she have gone? My lady, to think I swore to protect you with my life. Your Highness, where have you gone? I am entirely to blame for this. Oh, woe is me. I am unworthy, deathly so.
Very remorseful.
Oh, I'm sorry. Miracles, was it? Sometimes I lose myself. Pay me no mind.
So we're just going to ignore him for now, but that was convenient and a much chipper way to end the episode. Thank you so very much for watching, and until next time, ta-ta.